And I bought these. I bought 2 of these benches. There's another one behind me. And this old table saw. I had to buy a new one, which is over there. We're cleaning up a pile of timber at the moment. It's this one wouldn't square up, so what I did, I turned it into a disc sander. Now that sanding disc just had a lot of work. I've got to put a new one on it. So what I'm thinking of doing is, rid of that, because this sit flush, I'll get rid of this bit here, get rid of that. I'm going to chop this piece off so it will fit in here. So I'm going to mount it flush, and then I can use it as the bench top. When I need to do the disc sander, I'll just raise it up. So I'm going to free up all this space. I've got a big clean up to do. I've got that old bench is going. I built that, oh gee, over 20 years ago. Seen better days. All this stuff over here is all going to be resorted, and I'm going to free up a heck of a lot of space. So I'll get back to you. Okay, I've cut the guide off, and I've pencil marked around it, taken the legs off. We clean all that inside, it hasn't been used for ages. Here's Daddy Longlegs. Hello Daddy Longlegs. Say hello. Okay, right. So I'll take this off now, remove this, take it over to the table saw that I've been cutting up the timber with, and then I'm going to have to mount it underneath with some timber. I changed my mind on what I was going to do. That line there is the original line where I was just going to cut straight through there, but this edge sits in a lip of the top of the bench, and so I've drilled 4 holes in the corners. I'm going to cut these lines. That's why this has got a jagged edge on it across there. That's an old carpenter's thing where that's the line you don't cut. This is the new lines I want to cut. I want to put it dead in the middle. So I'll come back after I've cut it out with the jigsaw. You can see with the jigsaw, it's got an edge on it. It goes in there, and that will run, goes in there, and that will run up there, and I'll make each edge the same, and come back when it's all cut out. Okay, so I've cut that out, and that's going back in to the bench top, and then I'll get back to you when I put it back in. Okay, I've got that into there, and down on this shelf here I've raised it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit this in there, and then whatever extra height it has above this line, I'll cut the bottom of that off accordingly, and I'll just sit straight on the bench, and I don't have to worry about putting in timber supports. Okay, so we've got that in there. As you can see, it's proud by that much. So I'm going to measure that distance and take it off the bottom here. See how it'll sit flush. So far, it's working out well. And once again, I had a change of mind. Instead of dropping it down, cutting the bottom off that, I just added another piece there on top of it, so it all sits nice and level. I added a power board, and that is the finished workbench with this sander that used to be an old table saw. Now, while I have you here, if you're still here, I had some sockets floating around that were loose and couldn't figure out what to do with them. And then I had this idea. This was an old, had wood screws and stuff in it that I got from a hardware store, and had some old foam, styrofoam. I cut it out, and now they're all nice and tidy, so I don't have to go wandering around in the toolbox looking for loose sockets. As you can see, they're the stripped head removers. They're the smaller sockets, and then you've got the larger ones. So I'm a happy little Vegemite, as they say in Australia. So thanks for watching. Have a good day, and remember to, if you liked this video, to like and subscribe, and if you didn't, tell someone who gives a rat's. Bye.
Ain't nobody got time for rats.